Welcome back again for part 3 of what can I do with this major, and we're looking at understanding pathways. So the future, as you can see, is very unpredictable, and the past does not predict the future. We would like to think that it does, but it doesn't always do that. And when I look at that line and I look at that sentence, I'm thinking, well, your major doesn't necessarily predict your career. It doesn't always work like that. It's not a linear process, right? You have people that major in history that end up being CEOs of a makeup company, or you have people that majored in psychology that end up, running one of the largest nonprofits in the world that focuses on homelessness and hunger. There's no real. Some careers have a very linear path, but a lot of careers and a lot of pathways, as you will see, are very zigzaggy-ish. It's a lot of zigzag in there. And as you speak to people and talk to people, you'll get a greater sense of that. Not to say that your major doesn't matter, but it just means that you have options depending on what experiences you cultivate and curate for yourself along the way. So one great way to get information about this is using a tool called Alumni Tool, Davidson Connect. And this is a site where people who are Davidson alums, some are current students, come on and they agree to be mentors. They agree to make themselves available to have conversations with students, to give information to students about where they are, where they've been, how they got to where they are. And this is a great site for you to start, that process of, we mentioned before, informational interviewing, where you can pick somebody's brain and, hey, I see you work at, a consulting firm and you majored in history. How did that happen? Or I see that you work at, a computer science company. You do computer science, but you majored in psychology. How does that work? So this is a great way for you to get that information and to pick people's brains and to talk to them and to see how they ended up where they are. And the website is there, as you see. I definitely encourage you all to sign up there, get connected, start talking to folks, do some informational interviewing, and use that in addition to LinkedIn. LinkedIn can be used just as similarly. If you go to the Davidson College page, and you click on alumni, you can search folks by their major, by their industry, by their location, and do the similar kind of thing where you get a sense of how did they get to where they are? And, they majored in the same major that I'm in. This is very interesting to see where they landed. So these are some example pathways from Davidson alum. I pulled directly from Davidson Connect, as you can see. I don't have to read through them necessarily, but you can see how, depending on your major, it doesn't really completely determine where you end up. There's a variety of different industries listed here, from maybe majors that people would not have expected. And then lastly, this is definitely a website that I would suggest that you use. It's literally called What Can I Do With This Major? And from there, if you go to view all majors at the top, you can drop down and you can put in your major, or if your major is listed, you can click on that and you can see all of the different possible industries and occupations that are associated with that major, what education is necessary to perform that career or to get into that career, and what skills are necessary and what the job essentially entails. So thank you for tuning in. Appreciate your time and take care.